Hello, universe. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. Guess it's, I never know the days now. It's Wednesday, January 2nd. Almost 2 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't sleep. Just dropped the daughter off at the airport. She's flown back to the other side of the country for university. Mom's in bed. I'm here in the basement. Thinking a lot about playing more music. I uploaded a video earlier and I liked it. Just saw it off the top of my head, so I thought, I'm going to keep doing that. And I want to do more of this live stuff because it's just easier. I know there's not going to be that many people out there in YouTube land watching me at 2 o'clock in the morning, but it'll stay up. You can watch it later. Going to start a busking series, just kind of playing for people online. I'll take requests. I'll learn new songs. I'll show you guys. People have asked me, how I learn new songs, and really, it's not that difficult. I have a tried and true format that I kind of use, and I'll go through it with you guys. Other times I'll just noodle, and that's what I'm doing this time. So it's kind of more a test of the live process to see what happens. So if anybody is watching, send me a chat. I'd be curious to see if you can hear me all right. If the noise of the furnace when it kicks in is overpoweringly annoying, is the video quality okay? I didn't set anything. I just clicked go live. So woohoo! I remember in the past to go live, I had to download software and do other things. It was complicated. It was tricky, but I didn't do that this time. And I don't know. It appears to be working. I won't know until it's done. In the meantime, let's just do a little noodling. I've been playing around a lot with the A and B minor chord. I'm in the basement. It's cold and a little flat. Sounds a little funny to me tonight just because I'm playing without a pick. Metal strings, cold. Not the best thing without a pick. The fact that I chew the living shit out of my fingernails, or lack of fingernails, makes the pick nice in some instances. But as such a long-time ukulele player, I don't do well with the pick, unfortunately. I'm just not comfortable with it. I also like the duller tone with my finger pads as opposed to the pick. But here's the same thing with the pick. So yeah, I suppose the more I use the pick, the more I get used to it. The lighting isn't great down here. I'm just since this is a live video, what the hell? Whew. They do have a huge like LED work light over top. And in live mode, I don't really have a lot of options for setting stuff. Not that I can see anyway. Then again, like this is my very first time participants chat. I mean, it says live 6:45. Have I actually been live for 6 minutes and 45 seconds? I don't know. I like that better. It's gonna look grainy and stuff, but that's alright. We're not doing anything too serious anyway. As opposed to yeah, it's a lot more forgiving. I think playing with the fingertips as opposed to the pick, it doesn't amplify the imperfections. Ooh, that's a polite way of putting it. Amplify the imperfections. How nice. So many different things you can play on this thing that sound good. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain. It's the only thing that's real. So much easier in some ways to just play and not sing. However, I've also noted in my many years of playing ukulele and just learning other new instruments kind of on the fly that it doesn't hurt to sing as well in order to kind of get the rhythm, get the beat of the song without it actually, like I don't wear headphones. I'm not listening to anything that you're not hearing on the microphone. I just kind of the lyrics help me with learning the positions, the chord changes, not necessarily which chords or the fingering, but when and where to do them. So even if you're only interested in learning how to play an instrument, maybe sing along anyway, even if you sound like a coarse old toad. Do it when no one's listening. Maybe it'll help you learn the music. I don't know if you're having difficulties. I found it helpful. However, like that song in particular, "Hurt" by Nine Inch Nails and the Johnny Cash version I really like. It sounds really, really, really good on the Merlin. It took me a while to get used to it, just because of the fact it doesn't start at the first beat. It actually, I hurt. So just a little bit before the second chord, the first chord change. So if you're just playing it without the lyrics, at least without them going through your head, at that exact moment, it becomes a little more difficult. But yeah, no, that was fun. That's just noodling around. But yeah, this online busking thing. I live in Edmonton, Alberta, the northernmost city in the entire world, with a population of 1 million. There's no bigger city north of us anywhere. Yay. I'm moving across the country in a couple, 3 months. Not sure exactly when, but it's coming. I've been selling off all my crap in order to raise funds for the trip, preparing for expenses, just simply the logistics of shipping my crap, the entire family's crap, all the way across the country. It's an imposing deal. At the same time, I'm learning I'm learning 30% of everything I need to know for my new position, which I'm moving into across the country. So it eats up a lot of my time. The very concept of finding a day when it's like more than +0 or +2 or +5, and a person could go out and play for an extended period on the street or in the kind of ritzy neighborhoods or the artsy districts. It's just too cold. It's not only are you not going to want to stand there and perform, but people aren't going to want to stop and listen to you either. They're just going to want to keep walking and getting to where they need to go. So it's kind of drag. When I was younger, I used to like busking. I used to like going up to the street, and White Avenue is the place here in Edmonton. It's where all the hip bars and restaurants and barrios, and I don't know what a barrio is, but they have them down there. And art galleries, trendy hippie things, they're all down there. So I go down there and find a little alcove for a store that was closed or something that wasn't open anymore, and plop myself inside, put a hat down, and 2 or 3 nights a week on top of my full-time job. I mean, it helped a lot, and it was fun. Got me used to getting up in front of people and playing music, and doing other things. I mean, I was a teacher in Asia for over a decade, and I was really, really good at it. Because I can get up in front of people, I'm not shy, which is cool. But yeah, it's tough to do that when it's like -20 outside. So it's kind of a drag. So it means like for more than half the year in Edmonton, you're stuck inside and you can't make a coin or two here and there. You know, like $20, $30, a little bit extra pocket money, things like that. And bottom of your hat on the street. So I thought about doing these live things where, who knows, strangers tonight, maybe this is like I said, this is a testy test. So I'm sitting here at 2:11 a.m. in the basement by myself while the wife's sleeping upstairs, and making a live stream. I'm really curious to see how this is going to turn out, and if other people are going to be able to see it after it's all done. Yeah. I don't know if the chat will be visible afterwards, or if it'll just be the comments from when it's not live. I'm going to try to include in these things the link to my PayPal hat, let's call it, my little online account, that if somebody said, hey, you know, Sarant, you're cool, thanks for doing what you do, here, have a couple shekels. I mean, it'll be there. It's cool. I don't expect everybody to hand me a shekel, but if anybody, I've heard people say, hey, wish there was some way I could support you. You know, if you made a book or sold videos, I'd buy them from you just to support you. Well, I don't mind doing this. If you think this kind of idea is cool, maybe if you like it, I'll set up a regular weekly time when I do a live broadcast or two, and you can kind of come online and go, hey Sarant, I mean, dude, if someone came up to you and said, hey, I want to play Lola on Merlin, is that possible? And if so, how would you do it? Because the chords don't match up. You know, it doesn't have a C. and I don't know how to play a D minor sharp square root X. Well, okay, D minor on a Merlin. So what can we do? Well, what I'll do is you can ask me that, and I'll learn with you how to play the song at the same time. I'll teach you how to play the song before I know how to play the song. That's typically how I do it. Ooh, sore finger. And you may say, how can you do that? Well, it's not so much just the ability to read music. I can't read music. Or just to look at chord charts. There is a method to my madness. Especially when it comes to the Merlin, it's not quite as easy an instrument to play with every song without modifying or transposing the chords, which I can now do on the fly. When I first started doing it, it seemed really, really difficult, but it was something that I taught myself to do, and then it got easier and easier. I like playing bar chords on an instrument. Still not great at it, though. Well, all right, I suppose this is just a test, so it's not really necessary to keep this going for hours. But another thing I was thinking that I might do in my little live sessions is, hey, why not play ball with the big boys? Ba-boom. I was thinking maybe having a ukulele nearby as well. Also probably making the videos upstairs, better camera, better microphone, better computer for editing. So in the long run, it's well, I suppose if I'm doing live, it doesn't really matter for the editing. But yeah, I may do like double deckers where we'll start the live show with one instrument, the Merlin, do a little toot on how to make that happen, and then switch right over to the ukulele and do the exact same thing, and just do. I'll make up some. It is without editing. I can't put like those fancy hoochie coochie goojibee things up in the corners of those graphic things. So I think I just make and laminate some, so I can say, okay, G minor, C, X. If you're playing X, you're playing it wrong. Anyway, yeah, so that's upcoming live stuff. But yeah, this is just a test. This is just a test. You've been part of a test. Yeah. I'm going to figure out all the stuff on my end, and I'm going to hi every no one. Every nobody. Nobody's here right now. I'm just typing a message in there so I will see if after the recording is done, if it maintains the chat log as well as a comment log. Keeps showing one person as being potentially logged in, but I don't know who it is. It could just be me. Doesn't really tell me there. All right, I gotta click learn more to make that go away. No, it didn't go away. All right, lots to learn, lots to see. Oh, there we go. That's the live chat. I'll make this go away. Oh, maybe it just doesn't go away. Oh well. Anyway, it's been 25 minutes. That is an adequate test in my opinion. The microphone doesn't look like it's. Well, okay. I saw some movement, but I don't know. Maybe it's too quiet. Maybe so that's the point of a test. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. Happy New Year, everybody. Let's do this again soon. How do I stop it? There we go. Bye.